Kilmar Garcia is a U.S. citizen. He was unlawfully deported. No due process, no legitimate reason. Just a blatant violation of constitutional rights.
Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Hope everybody's doing well. Happy late Easter to all of you. I was going to make a video yesterday, but you know, it was a little bit of a tight day, but it wasn't just so much that. I would have had the time to make one, but I didn't really want to put, insanity on your guys' Easter. So it was for you guys why I did not make a video yesterday, but that's in the past now. Yeah, it is, sure. It's still Easter Monday, but yesterday was the big day, right? So we can get back to the insanity. The left is still going nuts with this Kilmar guy, Kilmar Garcia. I'm not going to dedicate another entire video to him like I did the past two, but there is one or two things I do want to touch on with him, and we're going to get into that. So we're going to get back mostly to our usual insanity. So without further ado, let's get into it, guys.
This is just a friendly reminder that the new Starbucks dress code is the sign that we are moving into a conservative country. It's not going to be just Starbucks. It'll be everywhere.
The face of pure evil was on display yesterday at the White House as the President of the United States and the President of El Salvador crucified an innocent man, Abrego Garcia. The only two people on earth with the power to return this man to his family stood in front of the world and said there was nothing they can do, calling this husband and father of three a criminal and a terrorist. And on Holy Week, I could not help but think about Pilate and Herod mocking Jesus and ultimately sending him to his death. But the saddest part about that story is the crowd. The religious leaders stirred them up and turned them against Jesus, and they shouted, "Crucify him." And our religious leaders have stirred up the church and turned them against another innocent man, Abrego Garcia, and 10 million others just like him, as they shout, "Lock him up and throw away the key." And so, as they say, history just goes on repeating itself.
Fuck it, guys. I'll do it. I'll fucking do it. Somebody's got to do it, and I've got the right skin tone. My mom would be proud of me. I just need a 3D printer.
They sent him there knowing he was going to die. And now they're trying to do everything in their power to avoid saying that that's what happens to all the people they send to CCOT. Congratulations. The United States has its first Auschwitz.
Boycotting is too hard, protesting is too hard, talking about political things all the time is too hard, speaking up is too hard, doing anything like that is too hard. I just want to sit and have fun. What isn't hard for y'all? What's not hard? Posting a black square. Is that the easiest? It's all just so hard for you guys. I've only heard this from white people about how hard it is to just keep up politically. Like, it's just really hard, like, really exhausting, guys. Like, come on.
Who wants to bet me that on Sunday, Easter Sunday, Donald Trump will not be at any church in the United States, but he will be on his golf course?
Bring Kilmar Garcia home now. His cause is our cause. He, this man alone, in a death trap in El Salvador, stands for everything that the American ideal stands for. We must work tirelessly to bring him home, to restore freedom and liberty. But there's more. Once he's home, we need to make it so that the 11 million undocumented immigrants that live here no longer have to live in fear. We must immediately issue green cards to the undocumented immigrants who live here now and give them a path to citizenship, because those undocumented immigrants are all undocumented Americans. This is the cause of liberty. This is the cause of freedom. This is how we make a United States that works for all of us.
Okay, not only was that completely unsincere, he was obviously reading. I wonder if somebody scripted that for him and paid him a few bucks to say it. Give citizenship to the 11 million, probably more than that, actually. It's a lot more than 11 million. But give citizenship to why? That's how you make America a better place for everybody, is to let the military-aged men stay there and give them citizenship and just let them run amok all across the country. And then this foolish man actually has the nerve to say they're not undocumented immigrants, they're undocumented Americans. No, they are not. What we're talking about here is the gotaways. The ones that came in the past 4 years under Joe Biden. These are not good people that you want to have in your country. Now, liberals like this, he thinks that they're all good people because he probably lives in the suburbs somewhere with his husband and lives a very sweet and very calm life. And, you know, there's no trouble or crime in his neighborhood. He possibly even lives in a gated community for all we know. But it's, again, it's a funny thing how none of these laws that are being broken seem to bother any of these liberals as long as it's not affecting them. It's funny because that's what they keep saying about MAGA, right? It's only a problem once it starts to bother you. But it hasn't become a problem for them yet because it hasn't started to bother them. And this is something we're going to get more into a little bit later in this video.
Dear MAGA Republicans, just want to remind you guys that you are in a cult. And just because that you don't like being told that you're in a cult doesn't mean that it isn't true. Understand that there's objective reality and then there is the MAGA reality. And they are not the same thing. They are not. Thanks for playing.
They're not going to bring him back. They're not going to bring back Kilmar Garcia. I think that means what, we're in a fascist nation. There's no rule of law. Donald Trump just defied the Supreme Court, and he's looking to build more prisons in El Salvador for homegrown criminals, American citizens. If you are not concerned, if you're not calling your reps, I've been on the phone, you need to. This is the fork in the road, people. And it's over. It's over. No more democracy in America. We have to do something.
So I was washing my ass the other day. No! What?
Fucking Cybertruck.
Babe, we gotta scream louder. They don't know they're gross enough.
Friendly reminder, if you're okay with what's been happening to Palestinians in Gaza and the West Bank, you've lost your mind and humanity. That's all. Have a nice day.
What? You lost him? Oh, this is not good. You realize you lost a brown man with long hair in America that has liberal views. Oh, this is bad. Let me finish my coffee and I'll help you look. Hey, kiddo, can you get your shoes on? We gotta go help the Christians find Jesus.
Guys, look, like, I don't know what to do, but, like, we all need to really, like, we need to organize. I don't know what to do, but we need to organize about this shit. Okay, because, like, this is not okay. I feel like that's fucking obvious that it's not okay. And, like, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. I don't know. I don't want to get in trouble necessarily. Like, I don't want to get caught before I can do some good, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I don't want to get in trouble. Like, slap me on the wrist, I don't give a shit. But, like, if you imprison me for the rest of my life where I can't do any good, then what the fuck? So, like, we need to, like, help me. Please, people, comment. In Phoenix, Arizona, please comment groups that I can participate in that can actually help make a fucking difference, okay? Because I don't know what to do. And I think that, you know, we should just, like, you know, like, napalm government buildings until shit changes. You know, I don't know. I don't know what to do. Especially because, like, I kind of live under a rock. I really fucking do, okay? I see enough to know that it's bad. And I don't know what to do. So please, somebody fucking tell me what to do. Alright, so I can be helpful. Because I'm so pissed and I'm so sad and I'm so disheartened and I don't know what to do. And I just want everybody collectively to, like, on the same day, everybody just uprise and burn everything to the ground. That's what I want. Okay, that's what I want. I want a group of people who know that this shit is not okay to get together, right? And put our phones in, like, fucking Faraday cages so they can't hear us while we're talking, so we can plan exactly what we should do and we can go and do those things
so we can affect some fucking change, because this is absurd.
No, what's absurd is this young lady wants to be part of an uprising and she wants to take part in planning it, yet she thinks that she can put a phone inside of a Faraday cage to have a private conversation. You guys are supposed to be the highly educated ones, and go ahead, go into a room that's completely Faraday caged off and lock yourself in there and just call somebody when you're ready to come out. And you might want to bring some granola bars or something with you, because you might be in there for a little while. You guys, honestly, say some of the dumbest stuff. Let's talk on our phones in a Faraday cage so nobody can hear us. Yeah, that's right. Nobody will hear you. That's guaranteed. Absolutely guaranteed. But what you're saying, what you want, and I'm speaking directly to this young liberal lady who's never going to see this, but there's other liberals out there with the same exact psychotic mentality, is we should start napalming government buildings. What sane people like myself want is people like you off the street, because you're a danger to society. Your automatic go-to is violence. Yeah, you know what? Trump's not listening to us, so we need to burn the city down to the ground. How are y'all going to live in peace and harmony after that? You guys were just terrified a couple days ago that, oh, Trump's going to enable martial law on the 20th, which was yesterday. I guess, we're behind schedule. We're still waiting for that martial law to happen. But then you say things like this, inciting drastic violence, which would give the Trump team every reason to enable martial law. It's like you guys are just asking for it, of course, because, the liberals just love drama. Now, when I first came across this clip, I was just going to let it go. It was just, your usual crazy-looking liberal that's just, hey, guys, how do I be helpful? What can I do? What violence can I do? But when she mentioned, let's have cell phone conversations from inside of a Faraday cage, yeah, that was the cherry on the cake. It's like utter stupidity trying to organize an uprising. Ridiculous.
Donald Trump will invoke the Insurrection Act on April 20th, 2025 and declare martial law. Come back here when I'm right. I always fucking am.
So now Trump wants to imprison U.S. citizens in El Salvador. That's likely illegal. So, I guess he's gonna try to do that, and it will likely be done no matter what the courts say, because we are all being desensitized to all the fucking bullshit that is going on in this country, one thing after the next, and, it just keeps getting worse and worse, but, we just keep living our lives and allow this fucking fascist piece of shit orange hole to do whatever the fuck he wants, because I guess now we live in a banana republic.
Isn't it funny that the only Hispanic that Donald Trump seems to like is the leader of the Proud Boys that he pardoned? You remember the guy who was doing 20 plus years in jail until Donald Trump let him go?
Yesterday I made a video saying that I would be willing to do it. The it that everybody wants somebody to do, because I knew that my mother would be proud of me. And my sweet little 4'11" Southern mother commented saying, I'll be proud of you no matter what, but I don't know what it is. And so I texted her and I told her what it was. And her immediate response was, ooh, I'll help.
I just can't believe I was forced to sit through church service after church service where they warned us about some evil guy that was gonna come deceive the masses, and here we are, and every single one of those people is out here chanting this guy's name. I can't even. All the work that Kirk Cameron put in for this.
Just fucking do it, man. If Luigi got $1 million, what are you gonna get? Bro, we got you. We're gonna set up a Give Son Go account, bro. I mean, if you survive, bro, you're gonna get letters, bro. We got you, bro. We're gonna hold your family down. You're gonna be the most famous person probably in the history of the world. I mean, why not? Shit. Somebody just do this shit.
And let me tell you what I've seen happen at these shelters. These mothers with these immigrant mothers with these, or non-citizens with these 5 and 6 kids, they eat the shelter at a house and home, and they're not eligible for food stamps or whatever the case is. So all of the donations that the shelter is getting, like nobody else is getting any, because the mother with her 6 kids is eating it all. Not only that, she needs everything. She's super needy. And it's like once they see this shit is free, they don't stop. I've seen it. I'm not even being racist or anything. I'm just telling you. They caught one immigrant lady hoarding so much things in her room. She would just keep asking for diapers, wipes, formula, and they would give it to her, and she was hoarding it, literally busting out the band up. Now, I'm sure some of that comes from a trauma response, but it's not fair. And they're so needy that the shelter gets tired of dealing with them. So when they get a Section 8 voucher, the first person they give it to is that mother 8, because we'd rather her be out of our hair, and whatever happens to her in her apartment. If she can't pay for it, she can't pay for it. But at least we won't take her back. She'll go to another shelter. It's horrible. It's so horrible.
Okay, white liberal men and women. You know, the famous saying that you guys pretty much all have, you know who we need to be listening to is black women. That's a black woman right there. I don't know if you guys need to rewind to take another look at it, but I'm pretty sure that she's black. And she's explaining to you in full detail that the immigration situation is a problem. It's affecting your citizens. It's affecting this young black woman right here. This young lady here, unfortunately, has to go to food shelters to get food for her and her family. Yet you have immigrants, chances are illegal immigrants, because she can't get food stamps, right? That's hoarding supplies. Now, this is just one situation like this. There is other videos out there like this. Now, this is a difference. Again, I'm in Canada. That's right. I'm that Canadian guy that will not mind my business when it comes to American politics. We have the same type of situation out here when it comes to immigration. But keep in mind, our population out here is 10 times smaller than what it is in the United States. So our immigration problem is 10 times smaller as well. Yet, more Canadians in the past 3 to 4 years have been using food banks in recorded history because of the economy, how terrible it is. The difference between our liberals out here and the liberals out there is the liberals out here have to deal with a housing crisis. We have a lot of land. We do not have enough homes. So, because the problem has affected them like it has not affected the liberals out there, yet they have seen enough. Enough is enough. They want the immigration problem taken care of. So in every other way, they're just as crazy as the liberals out there. But since it's affected them on a personal level, they understand these people need to go back to their countries. They're here illegally. Same type of situation as out in the States. Our border was wide open out here as well. And the government was just feeding them. Government was giving them more money than they were to Canadian citizens, just like out in the United States. The only way that we're ahead of the situation that's going on in the States is it's all those people that live in suburbs out there in the United States that have not been affected by the immigration problem. And that's why they're like, we got to keep everything open for them. They're Americans as well. Now, well, Canadians have dealt with this problem now. And even the liberal side of the Canadians want these people to go home. Enough is enough at this point. It's unsustainable for America and for Canada. Look at Canada as the example. It's completely unsustainable. It's ridiculous at this point. All right, guys, that's it for this video. Of course, I still do have one more clip for you guys. It's a really good one. It's a young lady who actually understands gang culture, and she's going to give a little bit of explanation when it comes to like Abrego Garcia's tattoos and what they mean and how she knows a few things. Really interesting. There's a few videos of her that I've been learning some stuff from myself. If you guys like this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel if you're new. If not, if you can like the video, comment, share, interact with it in any way to help me at the algorithm, that would be great. And besides that, I shall see you guys in the next video. Have a good one.
Oh my God, I could tell the little boys and girls don't know anything about gang culture and they think it's all la la land and rainbows. What is the difference between someone having a tattoo, a bull's cap, and Garcia? Please make it make sense. He was doing everyday things that we all do and they labeled him as a terrorist. Oh really? He was wearing everyday things? Well, the normal person doesn't have MS-13 tattoos. And let me explain to you what makes it different. He was arrested amongst other high-ranking members, right? Correct, confirmed high-ranking members. Yeah, they only hang around each other, but that's beside the point. No, well, that is the point, but we'll just leave that alone. You cannot get an MS tattoo without unaliving somebody. I've said this in multiple videos. I have turned blue in the face saying this. He's hanging around two high-ranking members wearing a Chicago Bulls hat. You can only wear that hat because it has the horns if you're high-ranking. If they see you wearing that and you're not at that rank yet, they will beat your ass or unalive you. So they catch you with these people. You have the bull's hat on. You have the tattoo on. You can only get that tattoo if you unalive somebody else. This is a known thing. Like, I don't think you understand. The maras are everywhere. They catch you with this tattoo and you're not part of their gang. That is serious. This is the difference between me, a regular person wearing a Chicago Bulls hat, and a man who just got caught amongst other MS-13 members. Big difference. You guys are like privileged little children who've never like heard of these things and don't know of these things. Say it's an innocent man. Like, everything shows that he is far from innocent. Everything shows that he has at least a few bodies under his belt. Learn, educate yourself, and you'll find out about these things and it'll all become more clear to you. And here's the last thing. You don't become a convicted gang member. That doesn't exist. There's no trial to convict you of being a gang member, because that in and of itself is not a crime. Except now that it has been labeled a terrorist organization and he is an illegal immigrant in this country, you're gone. You're out of here. It is enough that the feds or the informant or whatever, law enforcement, knows you by your gangbanger nickname. They know the rank. They even said it in the report, his ranking. He's a chequeo. Okay? They know his ranking. They know his name. That's enough. No trial needed. It's so... I'm turning blue in the face trying to explain really simple things to people that are like...